Due to the dynamic nature of tabletop RPGs, the topics that may be discussed or created in these games are not suitable for all audiences. The level of content maturity is considered 16 plus and your discretion is advised. Moving swiftly on. Do y'all need a recap? I feel like it's only been 2 weeks. You guys, it's pretty fresh in your minds, right? Like someone died.
Give a recap, come on, baby.
I can't even remember what I ate for lunch today.
Dude, you died.
That's all I remember. Was that?
You had your
was
skull
that-
crunched a little.
I died and then, yeah, I got slobbered on. My noggin, and then got real emo there towards the end because I had to rethink my entire life and everything I've ever experienced.
I think we need to rewind to discuss why you died.
Because I care too much, okay?
Is that
Because
why?
I care too much.
Uh-huh.
Because my heart's too big.
You were so worried about Shell, but you had like 1 HP and he
Yeah, I
hadn't been
think you
hit.
just forgot that you had low HP.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was it.
You also forgot that you needed air to breathe.
You know, those are all just side things. The main thing is that I care too much. Semantics, thank you.
Side things, yes.
Potato.
Yeah.
I just said potato twice, but I meant potato.
You really did it, did you?
Potato.
I think we're saying we need a recap.
Please. Help.
Okay, so indeed, Darwin and Shell, you guys went to go explore the portal that was created out of the dissolving body of the matured portal worm as it inverted in on itself and dissolved into the ground, just disappearing as one does. And a portal that was where you would think a middle of a worm's stomach would be, gently dissolved onto the ground, slowly shrinking in size as you guys are ticking down the clock, and checking out the car. You guys decide to check the portal just in case there's some things that might be in there to that might be able to assist or aid in your adventure. But unbeknownst to you, the portal was a downward hole, and you guys both fell the distance of a story and a half, making it down to the pile of junk, but also taking some fall damage as you go down, which does indeed down Darwin. And unfortunately, without any oxygen to breathe, critically fails his life or death rolls. Shell brings Darwin out of the portal. Some conversation happens on what happened. It's only been like 10 seconds. You guys set him up in the car. Zeneca, you're still passed out in the back of the car at this point. And Toby Larone makes a snap decision, albeit definitely against his greater judgment, and asks you to put your full trust in him, bringing out his friend Shane, who is completely garbed in baggy clothing, big sweatshirt, big sweatpants, sneaks, all the full deal, and tentacles coming out of the opening as they're reaching out for Darwin's head. Now, for our audience, just to give a little bit more depth and understanding to this, preceding all of the events of this game, almost 500 years ago to the day, was the events and games that are bundled together in a neat thing called Act 1. These are the offline campaign games that we played before all of this went on. In these games, some unlikely heroes uncovered a secret conspiracy plot for illithids who had discovered another way for themselves to reproduce, to infiltrate societies at large, hiding under the guise of normalcy. Unfortunately, well, fortunately for us, I suppose, their plot was discovered, and their plot was halted before they were able to render their plan of world domination into fruition. Because of this, illithids have been taken out of greater societies and basically marginalized as a people. They are no longer welcome in many places, and due to the history as well, many psychic abilities or telepathic abilities are also just shunned from greater societies due to the nature of the magic. Because of this, illithids like this one, Shane, don't have many friends. Their main society is off on another continent, and they are heavily watched and suppressed over there so that they don't spread and enact their plan again. Surprisingly, there's one here taking care of the convenience store who is doing something. It almost looks as if they are about to crunch through the skull of Darwin's head to eat their brain. But Toby Lerone has asked you for your full trust. You hear a crack. And surprisingly, there is a moment where you feel like Darwin might have been eaten, but he wasn't. Shane lets him go. There's some slobber all over his head, but Darwin eventually comes to. It's the same crack that you hear from Shane as well, that wakes up Zeneca in the back seat of the car. She scrambles out asking, what the fuck is going on? Why is there an illithid here? Not knowing the circumstances. Yeah, you all take a moment to discuss with each other. Shane runs back into the secrecy of their hideout, and Toby just kind of plays therapist as they're trying to calm him down. You guys are all conscious again, kind of discussing, but also waiting out the clock for nightfall to happen, for the thing that you wanted to come out here for, which is to bring Nyx under the unhindered guise of the moon. As the moon comes up and the sun sets, Nyx's gaze fixes directly on the crumbled and cracked figure in the sky as its pale light gets brighter than the glowing sun that sets off in the distance. The usual things that you would expect already happen. They become affixed to this site. Gravity around them becomes more intense the closer you are to them. And they almost pay no mind to everything going on. What you guys kind of figure as you're asking Nyx questions and they're responding in curt answers is that their personality or their mentality, it's almost as if they have multiple personalities that are all fighting for consciousness right in this moment. And the one that's strongest doesn't understand how to communicate with you best. They're only able to repeat what you have, repeat words that you have given them. But as it's trying to ask you for what you want, how it can help you, something that is one of the first things you guys taught Nyx, they go deep into your minds to assess, is this what you want? To three of you at the very least. to Darwin, they're not able to do just the same. But they do give you a boon still. As you are stabbed with a long cat nail, everyone is imbued with Nyx's power as it suffuses into your body. This instant sting already and immediately becoming like a gentle relaxant. And affords you a level up to 3 from the end of last session. So, you guys are here. It is the middle of the night. After Nyx has scratched each of you guys, suffusing you with their power, they fall onto the ground, motionless. And that's where we left off.
Well, shit.
That was an experience.
Can we feel emotions again?
Feel emotions?
Yeah,
Before
remember
we were just
before
like
you said it was
euphoric.
like we were under the effects of calm emotions.
Yeah, I mean, even
But that
under
ain't it.
those effects, like, you can still feel emotions. It's just you're just more relaxed than before, right? You're like,
Okay.
you're not freaking out.
But that's not the
Um,
case now, right?
I don't know how to answer this, so I'm gonna look up the spell really quick.
Okay.
Let me look up the exact wording of the spell.
I just need to figure out if Rhea's gonna scream or not.
Yeah.
If it helps, my notes explain that, like, we all got stabbed. It really hurt, then it stopped. It's like a calm emotions effect.
Right.
And then that subsides, and then after our eyes stop glowing, or whatever, we are no longer under the calm emotions effect, and then we see Nyx, and we understand that what we have been granted is abnormal.
Great. I already rolled it last time. That's easy
Yep.
for me.
You're welcome.
Scream!
Yes.
Yeah.
There you go.
Are you both screaming, Zeneca?
Ah!
You need to get out.
I can't
Zeneca-
actually.
Zeneca's
Sorry.
not screaming.
Okay. Is Ryia like freaking out, or just do a quick shriek?
Probably a few screams and then dying down as she realizes, like, oh, I'm fine.
Okay, because if there were more than 2, she'd get slapped.
No, okay, so there'd definitely be more than 2, so in this case,
Okay.
2.5, because you
Okay.
snapped me out of it. Thank you. I'm alive. You're alive.
Is Darwin still screaming?
No.
Raise my smacking hand.
Darwin, stop screaming or else Shell's gonna hit you.
Darwin like sees Shell's hand and just like slowly just like and it gets like quieter and quieter.
Darwin,
I love it.
I need you to make a check for me.
Okay.
I would like you to either make me a Constitution check or a Charisma check. Either or.
Okay.
Yay.
Don't suck, I guess.
That's not for me to decide. What you said, crit? What you said?
It was a
You
Constitution
said
or Charisma
Constitution
check.
or Charisma? Okay.
Check, not save.
Yay.
Nice.
You definitely feel different. To the other 3 of you, this is something that you would have known throughout your entire life. You don't feel very different besides the just the event and the experience that you've witnessed. But
Okay.
Darwin, you experience something completely different. there is a feeling that you can feel in and out of you that is completely unlike anything that you've ever perceived. There doesn't seem to be any danger to it. In fact, it's almost natural. But then that doesn't make any sense. If it was something natural, why couldn't you use it before? And almost as if you've gained another sense, you can actually determine and feel that you have active magic naturally flowing in you now.
Welcome to the club, bitch boy.
My voice is going so high that it's cracking my noise gate. What? Oh my goodness.
What?
If you recall, Nyx did tell you specifically, they can't help you like they can help the others, but they can still give you something. It seems they've infused you with the ability to feel magic now.
Oh, nice.
Feel magic?
Yes.
In the sense that, like, magic users can,
Yes.
despite being unable to wield magic currently.
Yes.
That's interesting. Cool. Good for you, Darwin. Welcome.
That's
It's over the table. Shell wouldn't be that friendly. But
I like how my issue that I wanted to talk about was like, who am I anymore? Like self-discovery and like unknown of the inner being, and then like Nyx just like gives me more stuff that I don't understand about myself.
Yeah, it's like I did an Uno reverse card, except the reverse was 360 degrees.
Yeah. 360 degrees and walk away.
Such a dark scene.
I don't even know how to like process this. Like, how do I even feel this? It's nothing that I've ever felt before, or like
It's literally quite something that you could not describe because you've never felt it before.
right, and
like,
like
imagine never getting, like, your hair standing on end from static electricity and then feeling that for the first time or some shit.
Yeah.
oh yeah, that's a good description.
Thanks.
I feel like Darwin's just been at times somewhat fearful of magic, I guess, just because he doesn't understand shit about magic. Now that he feels it, he's, I guess, a little bit afraid. Just because it's like, as a Kano, I feel like I have heightened senses, and like this is just like another one of the senses to add to the list of things that I may now deeply feel. That sounded so emo, but like the list of things that I now feel in my soul.
Yeah,
You know?
Paramore starts playing.
Fall out, boy.
Yeah.
Love like winter.
Oh, man.
I guess Darwin would kind of like, yeah, like I said before, be a little bit afraid and sort of go like, guys, like I don't know what's happening to me. I feel kind of weird. Not as weird as when I died, but still kind of weird.
Go sit in the car. Maybe we should go home.
That might be a little
shit.
bit problematic.
Yeah, that's true. Mr. Not Larone. Is it Larone? Is it
It's
Toby
Mr.
Larone?
Larone.
Toby
It's
Larone.
Toby Larone.
Yeah.
Okay. Is he's currently like fucking with the car and the parts, right? Or just the parts?
Yeah, you guys had grabbed some parts for him to see if it could help him repair some things, and he's taken the car into the garage to check things out.
Okay. Well,
Move this token over here.
I feel like also gonna like point down towards this lifeless cat body. Should we make sure that Nyx is okay?
I think Zenika's
Oh,
already
no.
like there.
Yeah. Just gonna like hover and look, not do anything about it.
Zeneca, definitely Nyx is unconscious. The breathing seems a little shallow, but it's not irregular.
Are we getting
she's
any sort of
out.
weird grouty field
Not
coming off of
anymore.
her?
No.
Okay.
Not anymore. Glad you asked.
Do I feel any type of magic coming off of Nyx?
You don't know what that means.
I don't.
You
I
just
now
learned.
now that it's new, I just want to use it all the time.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think Zeneca would just basically like pick her up and just kind of hold her.
There is an involuntary and an unconscious.
An involuntary what?
Did that not come through? There's an involuntary and unconscious mewling that happens as you pick her up.
Hmm. Can I do a medicine check or something just to make sure she's doing okay?
Yeah, go ahead. For now, it seems like they are unconscious. Any more severe things might require a professional's opinion, but it doesn't seem like they are, you know, they're not stressed in their unconsciousness, right? Their breathing is not haggard. It seems a little shallow, but it's regular, so they're not, you know, there's no obstruction in the breathing. They might just need some rest, but it might be something else. It's definitely not anything that would be a physical like pain or anything that they have, if any. Something magical has happened to them.
They're spent.
They're spent.
They're fucking spent, y'all.
Could be.
Taking a little cat nap, perhaps.
Hmm.
Hey.
I think Zeneca's just gonna hold her and like just stroke her fur a little bit and just let her come around on her own
Yeah.
and just tell the others that I think she's okay. She's probably just worn out.
Zeneca,
Thank goodness.
as you are stroking Nyx, her scars on the back are gone. Completely as if they never existed.
Don't suppose her wings are back?
Nope.
Well, at least that's something.
Yeah, so this is definitely probably like a beneficial thing for her. It sure as hell was fast.
I guess we just have to wait for her to wake up, and in the meantime, see what we can do to help Mr. Larone get the car going again.
Yeah,
idea.
I'll go check on that.
As you say that, they actually pop out from around the corner, like out from the garage door. Hey guys, I just took a look at the car. Good news, somehow you guys pulled out exactly all the fucking parts I needed for the engine.
Hey.
Hell
I don't
yeah.
know how the fuck your luck is that good.
Or skill. It could be a skill issue in the positive direction.
It could. I've never seen anything like it before. Gonna only need to get some stuff taken care of. I'm only gonna need to charge you for the damages and everything you guys took from the store.
Right,
Okay.
so,
What are we looking
you got
at?
that invoice? What's the damage?
buddy, probably scrap some things around and do all that. So it's only gonna be 500.
Okay, that's actually not bad. Wow.
And then for the stuff you guys took from the store, Shane is probably gonna be under 200. So 7 total.
That's nothing.
Zeneca just looks
give
at
him a
Shell
bit.
like,
What
That
our
is
compatriot means
literally
is that
all of my money.
what my compatriot means is that it's nothing to help a friend, right? Right.
Why are you nervous? We're paying this man.
Oh my God, he really just nothing. Huh? Yeah, let's pay him. Let's let everyone know how wealthy we are.
Where's everyone?
I'd like to reiterate that that
To
was
me,
all
everyone.
of my money.
I'll charge my card. We're
I haven't even gotten paid yet.
not done with the mission yet. And I give you a bonus, like a sign-on bonus. And you're living in my house, rent-free.
I was-
What do you?
Definitely muttering under my breath. You didn't hear that.
Sorry, I didn't hear anything.
You're living in my house. That got me so good.
Living
shit.
in my
All right. Well, I
house.
can't really argue with that, but
Yeah, that didn't happen though. Didn't happen.
It didn't happen though. No, that was bullshit.
Um.
like I'm
Amidst
talking about somebody else.
amidst this distraction, Ryia, you hear a couple beeps from your pocket, and it looks like your phone has finally run out of its emergency battery.
alas. No complicated spell work until we get home, I guess.
All of your devices are all off at this point.
Wait.
Most of you are blind in one eye. Yeah, what's up?
We at the convenience store still? Isn't there like a plug on the outside or something?
Huh. You
I
know
mean, if
that
we're gonna be around for a while.
it is a refueling station. I'm gonna roll a d20.
Okay.
Odds,
Gotta have
no. Yes, on evens.
Generators and
50-50.
stuff, right?
Yeah, 50-50. Unfortunately not. Hard to get
Why would
supplies
yes
out
be odds?
here.
Because the number of letters in yes is odd, and the number of letters in no is evens. That's how I always do it. I'm so fucking OCD. Petra, what? Okay, that sucks, but it is what it is.
They
It's
don't
all
have electricity. How do they run this fan up here?
It's not that they
It's a-
don't have electricity. It's not that they don't
Uh-huh.
have power. They don't have extra power to help you recharge your stuff.
Okay.
Oh.
That
It's
makes
hard for
sense.
them to get supplies as it is, so like they need to keep up and running for whatever they've got.
Should really think about investing in solar. They've got that in spades. What is this windmill thing over here for? They're just wasting the potential.
There's like an oil ring. Okay, so how long do you think it's going to be to fix this?
I mean, it's gonna take me all night, but you guys are welcome to just hang around and take a nap or something. Wake you up in the morning.
Oh, that sounds divine.
Where? I'm just looking around.
Good
It's
luck
John
with that.
Travolta
Bye.
I mean, safety-wise, maybe the roof.
I just look at Zeneca like she just stepped in dog shit and wiped it on my like shoes or something.
What?
That sounds
Safer
Safer
kind of
than
romantic.
staying on the ground.
Yeah.
Okay, well you guys nap.
Night under the
laying on a
stars.
filthy roof.
Darwin gets like very visibly antsy because he's been away from technology for too long a time.
Oh no, he's an iPad baby.
I need
Techno-
my screens.
Green addict, yeah.
I feel.
Yeah,
that.
one of your eyes is just completely blind, Darwin.
Also blind in one eye. Yeah, I forgot.
I've been saying it. Three of you are
That's
blind
true.
in one eye. Y'all have cyber
Yeah,
eyes.
true.
It's
That's
just fucking
okay.
off.
Zenika's fine.
Yep. The only one who's pure.
Analog.
I only have one eye, and it doesn't even get to look at the screen. What is this fresh hell?
Draw a screen in the dirt, Darwin.
Yeah,
Okay.
Zenika's gonna head up to the roof with Nyx and just kind of try to get comfortable.
Yeah.
But somewhere she's
have-
got like a view on the edge.
You should have bedrolls, right? If you took like starting equipment, you should at least have like a
Let's see.
bedroll.
I know I have stuff.
Yeah. Should be nice and easy.
Do I have?
I do not have a bedroll, despite taking starting stuff.
I
I
think
also
because
have
we
a
came
bedroll.
with houses, like we had beds.
Oh, you might have sold it in character creation. Yeah, that's true.
No, I don't think I did, because I've got everything else. I've got even like
What?
I've got like the tinder box and the rations and the pittance and everything. I didn't sell anything,
Hmm.
but I
What?
guess it was not actually part of the kit.
It's not in your background.
I think I might
Um,
have taken like a thieves kit or something instead. Maybe that's why.
Yeah, it's not a part of your packs as rogue.
Boo. Oh well.
Have fun with your rope, I guess.
I mean, I've got a built-in fluffy collar, so
Yeah.
I'm kind of good in that regard, and I've got wings for a blanket.
Darwin has a blanket, sorta, but it's kind of like probably now bloodied with Darwin blood and fur, like shell jacket.
And slobber. Don't forget the
Yeah.
slobber.
That dead guy slobber for all of like a minute that he was dead or whatever.
There is also the three grubs, or the four grubs that you guys had killed as well. Do you guys want to do anything with the grubs?
Don't we need to harvest them for like bag of holding stuff to take back to the guild?
Yeah, I think that would be a really good idea. I mean, take back to the guild, I would suggest that we put them to use, but
So just so you guys know, the grubs will need to be converted, so you'll have to either do some crafting or find a professional to craft it for you.
are we at least able to preserve the materials, or like they're
Yeah,
not gonna
but
go bad or
I'm
something?
like, if you're not gonna take it, then you just leave them there. That's also an option.
Definitely taking them.
Yeah, they make good things. Might as well just throw them in the fucking trunk of the car or whatever.
Okay.
I don't think I'm gonna be sleeping because that's disgusting. So I will just stand around and keep
Just
watch during
stand.
the night. I'll just stand around.
Just watch
Walk
everybody
around.
else sleep.
Well, you guys are like on the roof, right? Or Zeneca is at least.
Zeneca
And
is.
Ryia.
Not sure where Darwin or Ryia is actually.
And maybe just like find a bench somewhere and sort of just sit my butt down.
Yeah, if I could somehow start a fire. Like, does anyone have a lighter?
Yeah, probably, honestly.
I've got
I have
gun.
a tinder box.
Oh.
Futuristic world, I still carry tinder.
I'm just
Yeah,
gonna
if-
imagine that's a lighter.
No, it's tinder.
Fucking free gas.
They like
Oh.
their analog stuff. Sorry, go
Well,
ahead.
wait. I don't have to. I'll build some sort of analog of a not analog. I don't know if that's the right word. A facsimile of a campfire, and I can use prestidigitation to light campfires.
Easy.
Cool.
Cool.
Okay. Where are you at? Are you like on the ground with the campfire?
Yeah, I'd say so. Like, if there's like a bench on like the ground level,
Okay.
maybe Ryia would have a campfire in front of that or something.
I don't think a campfire on top of the roof is a good idea.
Yeah, I didn't think so, but I saw Ryia up on the roof, so that's where I thought she was.
Not anymore.
Alright. If nothing else, everyone except Shell will gain a long rest.
Cool.
Shell, you will gain an exhaustion.
Oh, I thought I had to roll for that.
Yeah, don't you roll for it to see if you get exhausted?
What?
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure it's a Constitution roll.
yeah, for at least for like
What?
sleepy stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I don't think rules as written you automatically get the exhaustion. You have to fail a con save, right?
I've like always played it that way.
Oh, I mean, hey, I'm fine with it. I just that's how I thought it was. My bad. Ignore me. Make the twink exhausted.
I'm looking up the rule right now.
Please,
There's
at least
nothing
to
about
correct my dumbass.
There's nothing about a con save.
Maybe I've been the one playing with weird rules this whole time.
It wouldn't be just you, because I feel like Arden does this,
Yeah, it
which is a friend of ours.
was
who
probably a DM I was exposed to.
Honestly, it
forgive
sounds
me.
like one of those rules that are just really common, like bonus action, drink a potion. It sounds like
Oh,
something
yeah,
that would be just like easy to slot into any DM's rule kit.
Yeah.
Ignore me then, Sensei.
There's actually nothing in here that says when you even get exhaustion. It just says when you have exhaustion.
Holy shit.
So yeah, I'm gonna rule it that how I've always been doing it. You've been up for 24 hours. You are exhausted.
Okay.
So, oh, you gave Shell. Did you pay for the entire bill?
Yeah.
Toby Larone? Okay. I hope you've already deducted the credits. You just throw him that credit chip, and yeah, he comes out with the car in the morning. The fender in the front is like a little dented in. He's done his best to like hammer it out for now. There's nothing scraping on the ground. It actually sounds a little cleaner than before, if anything. New parts.
That's good.
perhaps. Yeah. Do you guys have any other business here before he drives you back?
No, I want to go home.
No, yeah, I don't think so.
At least right now. Get shit figured out. Because that night took a turn.
Yeah,
And
that
I want
night
my
was a whole week. That night was in
Yeah.
50 years. Yeah. Toby Larone estimates that you'll make it back probably like just before noon. And he'll drive you to like one of the closest pillars so that you can use the maglev to get wherever you need to go. And yeah, as you guys are driving back in, he doesn't even ask because he's in a good mood. You guys kept up your word and paid for the damages.
But he still doesn't want to see me again or do a favor for my brother again.
Or I think that was because we weren't paying.
Yeah,
Ah, okay.
that was cause like you guys were like, we didn't cause that damage, the worms did.
It's true.
Yeah.
True.
So I don't. These semantic things.
Yeah, but his
Obnoxious.
terms were also like any damage that happens to the car, it's you guys. And he
And
also kept
mine
his end of
were-
the deal. He's being as fair as possible. It's not
And he brought our friend back to life through his connections.
That's also true.
Yeah, he has no bad will against you. You guys paid his tab, everything that you guys needed to. Yeah. As you guys are making your way back, as soon as you hit asphalt and pavement, you guys come underneath the outer fringes of the energy of the dome, and the ride feels smoother somehow, even though like the shocks and the suspension of this car was decked out so much already. It just feels nice to hear the asphalt under the tires as you guys are rolling back into the city at like 150 miles an hour. All of your devices beep and whir back into life. Your cyber eyes, for the three of you, immediately open their irises as power is being restored to everything that you guys have.
Yeah, that's nice.
Oh, thank God.
Who wants to go first?
With what?
Just
Going home?
Yeah, just stuff that's happening on your ride back.
Okay. Not I this time. I went
Not
to be
I.
nosy. I went to observe. What's...
This is all happening at the same time, so like it's. I'm not sure if you'll be able to observe per se. Yeah,
I
we'll
meant
see.
as a
We'll see.
player.
Oh, I'm sorry. I misunderstood.
It's okay.
All right, then I will roll a 1d4.
That's fun. I like that.
I'll roll a 1d4 as soon as I change the scene back to this one. We're here now as we're driving back into the city. Okay. So 1 is Darwin, 2 is Ryia, 3 is Shell, 4 is Zendika. Is a 1.
Yeah, Darwin would immediately be like scrolling through all his like emails, social things, just like generally on his phone. As soon as that thing clicks on and his eye starts working,
Yeah.
he's
Darwin, you have like
time.
hundreds of notifications, things that you would see like throughout a day, right? Just all of a sudden popping back up at once, right? Lots of things you're just like quickly ignoring. They're like junk mails or like things from like outlets that you subscribe to, yada yada yada. There's a few messages that are a notable too. There's one that came from Kara this morning. That just says simply, "Happy Severance Day." And then there is another message from Kara about 10 minutes later that says, "You owe me a date, so you have to come back."
Aw, good thing you didn't die for reals.
Good thing I'm coming back.
Um,
God, imagine if Schmedium Schmarwin came back and started dating Kara. Like, that'd be terrible.
I was like, you seem so familiar, but more medium, like.
no, dude.
Oh man.
At least it's not large win.
Yeah.
Large win. Oh my God.
That's so good.
Large win.
Oh fuck.
Darwin, go back to being dead so you can play large win.
No, what have I done?
I'm kidding.
Just
I'm
relieved
kidding.
that I don't have to comfort a friend. I don't know how to do feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are the only 2 messages from Kara. Do you want to respond? As soon as you open this message, obviously a read receipt has been sent.
I do want to respond, but also I want to see if there's like any urgent messages from like work-related things.
Surprisingly, you have 0 messages from work.
Awesome. I love that.
That is extremely surprising.
That is surprising. Not as much because I'm not really running the day-to-day anymore. I've
Yeah.
got a very wonderful
I think I know
person.
who might have this.
A very wonderful person who does it for me. Who's doing a wonderful job, by the way.
Darwin,
Just-
you do have around 50 emergency messages, all from your mom and dad.
Me?
Aw.
Yeah.
Oh. I will respond to them first, but just like a really quick text. Is it just like them making sure I'm alive?
You're opening the message, right?
I am gonna
Uh-oh.
open the messages. Yeah.
Yeah. So as soon as you're reading this, you realize what's going on. Like the first couple explain everything you need to know. The first one from both of them is like, "Happy Severance Day. What time are you coming for dinner?" Right?
Hmm.
And then immediately after that, it's probably like your dad that sends it first. That says, "Your phone can't receive messages. What happened to your phone? Where are you? Are you okay? Darwin, where are you? Please respond. What's going on?" And you
I
can just
see.
imagine they're constantly receiving this automated message back that says like, "This phone is currently not in service. Please try again later." Right?
They basically just think I'm dead.
They just like
And,
don't
like,
know what happened to you.
Dead in a ditch somewhere under the freeway.
Yeah, and you just get like 50 messages from both of them that are just like all this, like, "Please contact us as soon as you get this message."
I'll send like a really quick response to both of them. It's gonna be the same message, just and it's
Group
gonna
chat, yeah.
read something along the lines of, "I'm okay. Phone was out of service area. Please don't worry. We'll message you soon."
You get an
Message you again soon.
immediate reply from your mom. "Why did you go out the city? What happened?"
Not gonna respond to that. Gonna respond to Kara instead.
Okay. Yeah.
And,
yeah. Go ahead.
I'm just gonna text really quick. Sorry, just a
Yeah.
message really quick, just saying happy Servants Day, and sorry for the late response. Was out of service area, but would also love to have a nice meal with you.
All right. She replies to your message with a heart emoji. And before she replies back to you, there is one more emergency notification. On your phone, there is an alert that says that your alarm has been triggered.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
This
My
alarm,
from my notification? Oh no.
yeah,
Never.
this alarm is the one you set at Bob Anthony's place.
Oh.
Bum, bum, bum.
The time is 1 hour after you left the city.
Oh no.
Of course.
Damn.
They're gone by
Of
now.
course it is.
Ugh.
Oh man.
I would like you to make an insight check.
I shall make that insight check. I'm very insightful, it seems.
How many people knew you were going out of the city? The timing of this seems really suspicious.
Oh no. Mara
What?
is Bob Anthony.
Wasn't
What?
me. I was with you guys.
Give me one moment, I'm writing all this down.
Yeah, me too.
It seems really strange that as soon as you left the city, something would happen in a place that you're looking at, right? 1 hour after. That almost seems like they were waiting for this to happen. And as soon as they got that opportunity, they found that opening and went there. So, how many people knew you were going to be out of reception, that you couldn't immediately respond to this notification? Obviously, all of the people in your party.
I'm like one other person.
And one other person who is.
Someone I'm
Who's-
gonna have a meal with later.
Hmm.
There's someone else.
There is someone else?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh,
I don't know if they
notific-
know who you are, but they know who I am.
Who knew that I was going out of the city?
Mm-hmm.
So there's 2 people that knew that I was going out of the city then, and I would
Yeah.
be out of service.
It's just whether or not he would know who you are, per se. Like, because we met up with my brother to introduce us to Toby Larone. And we're like, we're going
Who are you
outside.
thinking about?
I'm thinking about Korik, but
Oh.
I don't know if Zella was thinking that line at all.
The insight here is to narrow down the amount of suspects. And
Mhm.
there really is only an amount that you could count on one hand.
So Korik is 1, Kara's 1. Is there anyone else from the office?
Nobody that would know that I was out of service. Perhaps. Oh man. I mean, if we do get messages from the office, that would have to go through security, right?
What do you mean?
If I get messages that like important messages from the office, and like due to the nature of like our private nature of the things that we deal in, like wouldn't messages get like filtered through security? Security would know if I was out of town or not, right?
Security would know, yes. As for the messages, you're definitely on the right track there. Like, those messages get filtered through a server and sent back to wherever it needs to go.
Cool.
And I mean, I trust this security guy. But should I? I don't know. Now it's like security might know, and then everybody security has possibly talked to now knows. It could be anybody now.
Well,
Just
it
because we
can't
haven't,
really
like-
be anybody. You've narrowed it down to 3 suspects in the search for your boss, Bob Anthony. 3 people could give you a direct lead.
I'm gonna have to noodle on this for a little bit.
All right. Is there anyone else that you would have contacted as soon as you got back into town?
I don't think so. The only people I really talk to are Kara, my parents, and everybody that's already with me.
All right. Next. Same numbers on a 1-eye reroll.
No.
What if it was 1 again?
Ryia. Your phone begins to recharge back its emergency battery, as well as being online underneath the surface of the dome. It's a little lonely. You've received a message from Kara that says Happy Severance Day. She doesn't even know if you celebrate, really.
I see.
You've received this message, and it's lonely because it's the only one you've got.
Ryia breathes a sigh of relief. No drama, no responsibility, no one to answer to. This is exactly how I prefer it.
Very well. Short, simple, and sweet.
I will never lament my lack of relationships. Just give her a little bit of character growth.
God, I feel that.
I've already got plans to take that one bespectacled chick I can't remember her name of to dinner.
I have no idea who you're talking about.
You
Was it
remember,
the one from the guild?
It was the one from the guild with the big glasses.
Oh,
Oh, the
yeah,
mousy
she
girl,
was
yeah.
cute.
Yeah, the
She
mousy
was
girl.
so cute.
Literal mouse girl?
I
No,
mean, that
he
could
was
change.
mousy. Oh,
Mousy, just mousy, but not mouse.
Right. They are human.
What was her name?
I don't think
Bitch
that you
found it.
ever got it.
I did get it. I definitely
there
did.
was a name. I just
I just don't
some
remember.
thinking. I have notes.
Mousy girl.
Her name was like Penny or something.
Beanie overhead. No, that's a different one.
I don't have a name for her.
Can she be named Penny?
Why not?
Okay. Thank you.
Easy.
It's just because it's a cute name, I guess.
Yeah, it's just a cute name. Ah, so good to be back
remember-
in the city, right, guys?
Sure, I'll turn my phone on.
Okay.
Hey, Shell, would now be a bad time to talk about, like, a paycheck?
Shell just gives her a long look.
We'll talk later, you know, it's no big deal. Look at the sights. Don't look at me, look at that.
Does she mean sites as an SITES or like sites as an SIGHTS?
The places around you.
Okay, I thought you meant the sites as in on my phone because I had just whipped it out. Like, yeah, never mind. Just pay attention to your phone, iPad baby.
Shell, you have also a number of messages. There is, of course, one from Kara that says, "Happy Severance Day. Come back in one piece, please."
Oh. I'll replay to that real quick.
Okay.
With the same thing. Say, yeah, we're in one piece. Darwin, just barely.
Oh.
I'm telling
Thanks.
on you.
For that.
Immediate reply back, "What happened?" Smiley emoji.
Sorry.
We'll talk later. That's all he said.
trying to
She
flip
replies,
under the
"I
vest."
hate you," and then yeah, and then you have like 8 or 9 emergency messages.
Oh shit, okay.
Every single one of these messages happened yesterday night. Very time sensitive. Apparently, random pop-up 3Ps came up around the city in undisclosed locations, all of them having a chance at a first edition Season 1 Legendary. And the last message you read is that the 3P announcer guy, that their username is PPP guy, puts up a message that says, "What an event! A first edition has been found by XX crossed X wires XX. Congratulations and good luck next time."
Well, my hand starts shaking. I'm gripping my phone tight. Like, there's like just this silence that falls over Shell, I think, that indicates maybe he shouldn't be talked to for a little bit.
It's like angry silent parent driving.
Yes, exactly. Like, yeah, exactly that. Mom and Dad got in a fight and like they're just grumpy now.
Just extreme silence.
It's like, you know, you don't want to speak up because like it's just gonna make.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's so funny. I love this. Okay, that's good. That's a good emergency thing. I got concerned for a sec.
What else would be an emergency though, you know?
That's true.
Uh,
Nothing ever goes wrong.
Yeah. I also forgot to ask this to Ryia, so this will go to the both of you. Is there anyone you guys would contact when you guys get back into the city?
Aside for Kara, I think likely, like I would have informed like my boss or whatever that I was going out of town to continue investigating.
Would you have?
So I feel like I would have, like,
Okay.
not like in a personal message or anything, but probably like in an email, like, hey, I'm not
Yeah.
coming in tomorrow.
Right. You probably just send like a quick 1-sentence email back, arrive back in the city, safe and sound, or something like that, right? Just to let him
Yeah.
know like you're back.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Great.
Eh.
Ryia, would you have contacted anyone?
I will reply to Kara. I will say, oh, right, that was today, huh? Happy severance. Or, no, I wouldn't say it back. I'd say same to you.
Okay, Zeneca. You ready?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. You have
Go ahead.
You have nearly 500 missed messages.
There we go. There it is.
Almost all of these are from work, and it's like people repeatedly trying to get in contact with you about a time-sensitive job that needs your sign-off right away. All of those time-sensitive ones are gone. Everyone's already pissed at that you couldn't sign it off. No response. But they're already looking for something else. There are about half of the people that didn't have jobs before that are still waiting on sign-offs.
As soon as she has signal, she'll start signing off on things in the car.
Okay.
She'll do a blanket apology email to all the ones that were time sensitive that she missed. And yeah, is there anything non-work related?
Oh, yes, of course. There are like a handful of messages from your family.
Mhm.
There is one from your mother that says, "Happy Severance Day. What time are you gonna arrive? Do you need the address?" And then, like, immediately, like 10 seconds later, it says, "Are you outside the city? Let me know if you're okay."
She'll message back. Yes, I was outside the city. We're back now. We're safe. What time are they expecting us? Yes, please send me the address.
Yeah, you get the address back after a few minutes while you're doing some other sign-offs. Address to your neighbor's house, and they're looking at like a soft 6 o'clock.
She'll also message Cork if he hasn't already messaged her, and just to say back in town.
Yeah, he did actually message you that says, "Happy Severance Day. Are you joining Mom and Dad for dinner?"
Yeah, I'll be there.
He would immediately reply back to you, "Do you think I should go? Not really close with those neighbors."
She'll reply, "Do it for Mom."
Yeah, you can tell by his lack of reply that he sighed on the other end. And he'll probably be there. The twins will probably be forced to go, obviously. And there is...
What about Yara?
No message from Yara.
I'm gonna assume she's gonna show up to this thing, but if she doesn't, she's Mom's problem.
There is one last message that you see at the bottom of your notifications list. Not an emergency, more like a calendar reminder. There is a notification that First Light is in 1 week for you. First Light is a holiday in the Oban tradition that celebrates the erecting of the first church of Oba, and the holiday celebrates like the deliverance of the god, as well as honoring the emissary Fadani to bring Oba to this plane. And it's a day of like contemplation and thankfulness, largely and heavily celebrated by almost everyone in the open tradition. So that's going to be happening next week on Sunday. And yeah, just comes up as a reminder to you. First light in 1 week.
She makes a mental note not to miss it this year.
All right. You guys all doing your things, checking your phones. Ryia, you're probably the only one to really notice this as it happened in the background. But Toby Lerone, like, slowly put the cassette tape back in, and Achy Breaky Heart is playing it like a very low volume in the background. It's repeating back again and again. Everyone's too busy doing their own things on their phone, but he's just like jamming out to Don't Break My Heart.
I think she looks like slightly annoyed, but she's like begrudgingly tapping her feet. You know, after a brush with death, even country music can be a little...
I don't know,
alright.
man.
No, I grew up on country. I don't mind it.
I did
just trying to
too.
admit.
It's like, I feel like it's also one of those things that's like, you hate a song so much, but you listen to it enough times and it comes around. And then like you
Yeah.
listen to it enough times again, and then you hate it, and then you love it and hate it, and just keep going back and forth, you know?
It's
You like
complicated.
hate listen to
Yeah.
You hate-
you say
it becomes a
listen.
meme. I
I
hate
hate this
listening.
so much.
Fuck this song. It's me with Seabat.
All right. You guys are doing your things. You definitely feel the velocity of the car slowing down as Toby Lerone is nearing the gate that is going to be entering into the actual built part of the city. None of this just open asphalt ready for things to be built upon. Already able to see like the pillars going up in towards the sky, cutting out these squares into the cloud screens that are up above the ceiling. And you guys make it safely back into town. Toby Lerone drops you off at the first pillar vader that he can find, and it is roughly early to midday. So the question really is, are you guys doing anything special this day?
Mourning what I could have had.
Pancakes?
No, that limited edition. Whatever,
right,
3D
yeah.
thing.
Uh-huh. From PPP
Did
guy.
we ever finish going through that pile of
emails?
emails?
Yeah.
Like completely 100%?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Because once again, Darwin only was able to download so much of it. You guys got a section of the message.
Okay, good. I think all Shell's thinking about right now is sleep.
Sure.
I know it's only midday, but he didn't sleep last night.
Yeah. You're tired, of course.
He's exhausted and furious. An angry
Cranky
nap
baby.
needs to happen. Yeah.
Mhm.
He didn't even have coffee this morning.
Ouch, migraine.
Yeah, that's rough.
You would immediately go back to your place. You can see there's a card left by, the person who comes and cleans your penthouse up. There's a card in front of the tub door that says, "Do you need a cleaner here?" And by cleaner, they mean someone to get rid of a body.
Yes. Cool.
Yeah, you just click the check marks on whatever like postcard feeling thing it is. The check mark appears and you slip it back on the door. That'll get taken care of. And you saunter off to bed.
A bed, not a roof, not a bench. I got a bed.
Shell? Shell?
Was she yelling at him from down the hall?
From like downstairs.
Oh my
Or
God.
something.
He slams open the door and like stands in the doorway and like waits for her to continue and like snaps like what? What?
Can I have an extra blanket?
There are more rooms in this place than there are bodies. Go find a blanket and leave me alone.
Alright, good night.
Slams the door again.
Probably slams the door in the middle of the good night.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Good slam night.
Yeah, so
Oh man.
I guess Ryia wanders the mansion, and like,
The
I hope she doesn't stumble across a body or something, but yeah, she'll look for a blanket to cannibalize.
To cannibalize.
Like, take it from that blanket, or take it from
okay.
that bed to the couch.
You know, I thought you were about to do some arts and crafts. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, you easily find many blankets. There's like, you go into a room and you swear you come out into a different living room.
What's the most interesting thing I see? Just catches my eye as I'm looking for a blanket. Maybe Shell could answer this.
Yeah, maybe Shell. What? Besides the room that no one's allowed to go into.
God, what? I don't know.
I mean,
Let's
okay,
see.
the
There's
thing
a
that I thought
pool.
of, yeah, that's the thing that I also thought of immediately.
Yeah, there's like an
there's-
infinity pool.
Yeah, there's an infinity pool. It looks like there's no edges to it. It just looks like a body of water that is cut into a rectangle. But obviously there's like water flowing off to the outside of the window as well. That makes it have that like edgeless look. It's like fully bound inside the outdoor patio, and yeah, it looks really cool.
God damn. Maybe a quick swim, and then bed. Yeah, so I go for a swim, and then I go to bed.
Nice. Yeah. Darwin, is there anything that you'd like to be doing besides just celebrating Severance Day with your family?
Depends on if my family continues to ask about where I was when I was out of service. Do you feel like they would hound me about like because I didn't answer them fully?
They would, but it's more because like you didn't tell them about it, and less that like they actually want to know exactly where you've been, you know?
Okay.
It's like, why didn't you contact us last night? You should have told us where you were. We didn't know if you died. Where were you last night? You know, it's like they keep just bringing up that you didn't contact them. And
Funny thing about that.
Yeah.
I would definitely not tell them that I died. But I would just say like it was kind of a spur of the moment thing. I was helping out our friends, and I just kind of slipped my mind. But I'll be sure to let you guys know next time anything like this happens.
Make a persuasion check.
Are you gonna ask me to make a deception check?
Yeah, they're like, you give them your response, and they're like, it's the typical response that like they just keep bringing it up. It's not a good enough answer for them, and you clearly know like they don't actually care about the place. It's like that they were just worried that they didn't know what was happening to you.
Yeah, like I just didn't tell them what was going on.
Right, and they just like don't know how to properly put it into words, you know. So they're just like taking it out on you in anger. Go ahead.
Yeah, I would just as soon as I've explained myself like once or twice, I would just stop responding. Even if they keep like hounding me and asking me, like I would just not respond.
Yeah, eventually like they realize like you're just not answering those questions anymore, and then they go on to their normal other complaints that they just make all the time. You know how Kano parents are.
Classic.
You know,
Kano
they're
parents.
like, why don't you come around more often? You could visit. You know, you live so close by. Like, you could just come and say hi for lunch or something. You know, how come we don't get a phone call or a text? You know, just like normal, everyday Kano parents.
Classic Kano parents. Received one of those from my Kano parents IRL this morning.
And it's always like in an angry voice, even if they're not actually angry at you.
Passive aggressive.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's like the
think,
middle of dinner. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I was just kind of just take the hint and just like spend the day with them and family.
Yeah. God. It's like the middle of dinner, and you didn't even realize it, but you like slowed down on eating for a moment, not because of your appetite, but your senses start going in and out. And
Your
you have
spider
this,
sense is tingling?
you have this moment that's like
I understand.
your parents are talking in front of you and you can hear them, but it's almost like they're muffled even though they're right in front of you. And the table in front of you changes from this cozy, like round wooden one to this sharp-edged black wooden table, long rectangle, and you're sitting on the short end with your parents on either side of you, who are human. Are they here? Where are you right now? I need you to make a charisma saving throw.
You're human? Okay.
Oh, I see.
Charisma saving throw, you said.
Mm-hmm.
It isn't the consequences of your actions.
You hear in like your mother's voice getting both more muffled and also more clear at the same time. Damien? What's wrong, Damien? Darwin? Hey, what's wrong, Darwin? You can see your mom's like snapping her chopsticks in front of your eyes.
I kind
Darwin?
of just like. Is my dad saying anything?
He's just kind of looking at you. He's also a little weirded out, but your mom's already snapping her chopsticks, so he's just kind of there.
Perfectly captured this dynamic.
I love this.
I kind of just like snap to really quickly, and kind of just like long blink my eyes, kind of just like close them really hard for a second, and like open them back up, as if it were going to like reset my vision or my brain in some way.
Yeah.
and I like look back and forth, and like as I do that, do I still see this like fade between human and Kano?
No, it's clearly your parents. Clearly your parents as Darwin. I should clarify.
Not my human parents.
Human. Yeah, definitely. Also, I don't think we've ever said it aloud, but when we say Kano parents, your parents are actually adoptive parents.
Right.
Oh.
They're neither of them are Kano, if I remember correctly.
I mean, they
Oh, I
should.
think I
You
wrote
made
this
them.
I wrote this down somewhere actually. I don't think either of them are Kano.
We don't normally get to make our own parents.
Wow.
I mean,
You're right.
Yeah, you can decide who they are.
What if we
Yo,
don't have parents?
They're on my notes somewhere. I can't find it. But neither of them are Kano. I remember that.
Yeah. If I remember correctly, you made your father a crane and your mother a pig.
That's
How wonderful.
fucking adorable.
Is that correct?
I made my father a what?
A
Crane?
crane.
I think he was actually a
Hippopotamus?
yes, I think he was actually like a Cerdin.
Cerdin would be rhino.
Or I was thinking like rhino or elephant, something. I remember he was like one of the larger races of that sort of size.
Yeah.
And then-
Cerodin would definitely be larger. Those are rhinos. Loxodon would be the elephant race. Did I make a hippo one? I think
Maybe.
I might have.
Yeah, I think it might have been actually a Cerdin, because I remember saying that he looks really mean, but he's just like a big softy.
Sure. Yeah.
And then I remember my mother was a smaller race who looks really like kind, but is actually very aggressive.
Maybe a mouse skin
Maybe.
or
Yeah.
a fossilian could be
That's
like a
quite the
porcupine.
size difference.
But I remember, yeah, they were just like kind of just like opposites of how they look. Sort of dynamic there.
Yeah. What do you want her to be?
I would say maybe like a Volvera.
Okay. Kind of like an armadillo kind, or like a porcupine.
If you're going for contrast, I'd say armadillo.
Armadillo. Yeah.
All right. And there it is. Character creation, everyone.
Be sure
Love it.
not on her back, but with her words.
Darwin, you should
Yeah.
really get some more sleep. You're dozing out in the middle
I
of
was just
dinner.
about to say yeah, and then I snapped too. And I see my regular parents, my non-human parents,
Yeah.
and
Are you
I just
eating
kinda-
enough vegetables? You really need to be eating more meat.
I kind of just rub my eyes as she's saying all of this, and I'm like, yeah. Sorry, I'm just tired. I've been working a lot and had a kind of a long night. Maybe. How far through the meal are we? Like,
Probably a good way, like mostly done.
okay, if that's the case, then I'd probably say like, oh, like, you know, I'm really tired. Do you mind if I just go to bed? I I could probably use more rest. Partially true, but partially because I just want to get away from this.
You can see that your mother's about to make a comment about like, oh, what, are we just here for a free dinner? You can tell what she's about to finish the sentence with, but she gets nudged by your dad, like, this isn't the time. They both kind of sigh, and your dad's like, well, we always have your room ready for you, so whenever you need to, just take a nap.
Kind of weakly smile and excuse myself from the table, but kind of also, if I can, secretively nod towards my dad in a very thanks, I see what you did there sort of way.
Yeah. In so much that, like, you nod towards your dad in that manner, not sure if he understood the message. He also like gives you a nod that says, I've been there too, son.
Well, you gave us away. I don't say this, but I kind of just chuckle to myself.
Yeah, he'll probably get an earful later, but it's fine. And you go off to your bed at your parents' place. Obviously, they left everything the way it is, and it's comfortable. It's a little more. There's a feeling of homeliness that you don't get in a house that you have yourself, right? This is your parents' place.
Yeah.
And you sleep off the rest of the day. Zeneca, is there anything special that you'd like to happen during your dinner with family? Or just kidding? They just went BRB. Yeah. Just saw the message. We'll get back to Zeneca doing that actually after break, because it is about time for that. So, we will be back in about 10 minutes. Go ahead and get something to drink, stretch your legs, get some more snackies, and we'll be back.
Snacks.
Snacks.
I am hungry.